Hello everybody, welcome to Natty's Home Cooking, and today we are going to make some taco pizza. This is the dough I had used to make my taco pizza. You can use it even for rolls as well. So if you want to get the recipe and the directions to that, you can go to my cooking channel and look at that video. Okay guys, so we're going to start off with our pinto beans. We're going to make some refried beans, and this is how I do it. So I start off by soaking my beans for about 30 minutes to an hour, just letting them soak and making sure that they're washed really well. And then what I'll do is after that, I'll rinse them, drain them, and then I'll put them in the Instant Pot and cook them. And then once they're done, I'll grind them up in the food grinder here, and I will make some refried beans. So how I usually do mine is I'll add a little bit of some garlic powder, and you can use as much as you want. I also use onion powder as well. And then I'm going to use, I think it's sea salt that I use next. Oh no, this is chili powder. So make sure you add the chili powder for the refried beans. And then we'll also be using cumin. And when you add the salt, by the way, this is cumin. When you add the salt, the sea salt, make sure not to use a lot. Do a little at a time, because you can make it too salty. Okay, now we're going to add just a little bit of that oil. I would just use maybe a tablespoon or two. And then after you do that, just go ahead and blend it up really well. And at some point during this process, you're going to have to add a little bit of water. So what I'm doing is I'm going to just blend it just a little bit. I'm going to stir it, and then I'm going to add some water to the refried beans. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of water. We're going to mix this up first. We're going to add some water to this. Sorry guys, I am battling a little cold right now, so just bear with me. I do apologize. So now that we get some water mixed up in there, we're going to blend this up a little bit more with that water. Okay, now that we got that done with our refried beans, we're going to go ahead and coat our pan with some olive oil. And just make sure it's really, really coated. And then we're going to go ahead and get our pizza laid out here, form it so that we can put our refried beans on it. Now for this step, we're going to go ahead and place the refried beans on the dough, and we're just going to spread it all out here. And you can also be creative with your refried beans. So if you want to add a little bit of salsa to that, you can definitely do that. I just didn't make any salsa, so I didn't add any on the refried beans. So what you could do is just put the refried beans down first and then place your salsa on top of that and spread it all out. That would be so amazing. Like I said, I didn't do that. Okay, this next step, we're going to add some cheese to this. You want to add just for only baking, you're going to add your refried beans, your cheese, and your onions and jalapenos or whatever you want to add for the vegetables to be cooked with the pizza. And then at the end, when it gets done cooking, you're going to bring it out, let it cool a little bit, and then you're going to add your lettuce, your tomato, and whatever else you want to add to that. And then you'll add your chopped up chips on top of it as well. Okay, so while my taco pizza is cooking in the oven, I'm going to do my toppings right now. So I'm going to prep those, like my lettuce, my tomatoes, and then crumble up the chips that I'm going to be using for the topping. Okay, so now that our pizza is completely done and cooled, we're going to go ahead and cut up the pizza because you don't want to cut this pizza while you have all the toppings on. It's just going to make a mess. So it's easier to cut the pizza before adding all the toppings. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add in some Tapatio. You can even add Louisiana. Either one is fine. So just going to go ahead and add a little bit of this, not too much. And then we're going to go ahead and add in the lettuce as well. Make sure it's a good enough amount. Okay, once you get all your lettuce done, go ahead and add the remaining toppings like your tomato and then your crumbled up chips. guys, your pizza is done. Now you can go ahead and serve it. And trust me, your family, your friends would all love this. This is so good. Um, and you can you can add ranch on top of this. You can add salsa. You can add all kinds of stuff that you know, would like to have on there. It looks so good. It looks so amazing. And it tastes so good. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great night.